whatever I set out to do for this course, I did it. I'm still on a journey.
In order to learn something and to put it into practice, it is very important to interrupt your routine, your rituals, and your habits.
There were a lot of stories that we shared amongst each other, and it brought a lot of ahas to the other members. So tell your stories. This is a safe space.
Good evening, ladies. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our orientation for our Self-Love BootCamp. How are you all doing? Hi, Andy. Hi, Paul. Hi, Flora.
Hello.
How's it going? Are we all good? We're good and cold. Wonderful. Welcome. I would like to start with introductions. Okay. So I will be the one that will be steering the ship that we are all going to be participating in. I'm Dineo, and to this side is Mpo. Mpo is our moderator for the course. And Flora is a former student of this very course. So I wanted her to be here, maybe to comment on what it, because we've just concluded it, and maybe to hear from her a little bit, some comments on her experience and what she thinks. Okay, and then we have Yandi. Ooh, we are going to start another journey. We are going to cram it into 4 weeks. The previous group did it in 8. We were relaxed. It was nice. We are going to do it in 4 weeks. Okay? Because we're getting into December, we might just make it 5, maybe spill over, but 5 is the max. But yeah. But we were relaxed, man. The other group, we were relaxed. And so please expect that it's going to be fast paced. Okay? So the reason we are here is we want to get to know ourselves and to explore this thing called self-love. What is that? Because very often we expect people to love us. It could be in relationships, friendships, especially relationships though, but anywhere, any relationship where we expect people to love us in a way that we don't love ourselves. And I think that is a flawed way to go about it. I think we should be very clear on what love means for each of us, and it will look different for all of us, right? So I think it is important for us to define it first before we get into relationships. If we are in relationships, that's fine, but still, your relationship will benefit when you know what love means to you. And in order to know how to love yourself, you cannot love something that you don't know. You have to know yourself. And you cannot say you know something if you don't know where it's been. You can't say you know yourself if you don't know how did you arrive there. You can't say that, okay, how did Dineo get to be Dineo? So knowing myself is understanding. That's why I paired this bootcamp with the book, What Happened to You? Okay. So, Yandi, I'm sorry to put you on the spot. You're the only one who's new around here. Have you started reading the book? Do you have the book?
Yes, I have.
You started? Oh, wait again, with that beautiful... Oh, and I love your notebook. So have your notebooks ready. It's so, my goodness. My stationery, show me. Show us the notebook. Yes. You see, that's what I'm talking about.
And the pen.
And the pen. Ooh, girl, you're my kind of girl. Because I like stationery. I like pens, highlighters, and nice notebooks. So we are going to pair the book with some exercises. What we did with the first group, why it took us 8 weeks, is that we did the book first and did a few exercises according to the book, and then we delved into the self-love part. Okay, so it was book for about 3 weeks, Florane, close to about 3 weeks. We aimed for 2, but we ended up reading it for about 3 weeks. So what we are going to do now is we are going to do both of them concurrently. So there's going to be exercises almost every day, if not every day. Prepare to read daily. Okay, what I want to do with this is, in order to learn something and to put it into practice, it is very important to interrupt your routine, your rituals, and your habits. So if you want to introduce anything that is new, right? If you really want to implement something, it has to be a disruption. Okay, so part of that disruption is reading every day if you were not reading every day kind of person, or if you were not reading anything at that point, or if you are not a reader. So expect that you will need to read every day for the 4 weeks. Okay, and writing, a lot of writing, depending whether you are a person who likes to handwrite or not. So that's going to be again an interruption there, where you're going to be expected to write. Coupled with the writing will be the reflection. You'll be expected to reflect a lot. Our official discussion days are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But our work days will be Monday to Friday, meaning every single day, Monday to Friday, you will have something to do. It can even be Sunday to Thursday, maybe if you prefer, maybe if you don't want to work late into Sunday, into Friday, you can give yourself an off on Friday, and then the work that you were supposed to do on Friday, do it Sunday. That will be up to you. And I will communicate in time. Some of the times with catching up and with discussions and all of that, we may need to include a Monday. So keep that in mind, that like I said, this is meant to be an interruption in your routine so that we can implement the book practically. I will send everyone a video on learning stages, right? But I will quickly go through it. I posted it on TikTok. I think Yandi, yeah, okay, we are on TikTok. We met on TikTok. So it's my TikTok video that I did about the learning stages. I'll quickly go through them, but the video sort of goes into detail about the learning stages. So if you learn anything at all, right, there's 4 stages to it. And the reason why I want to cover this, I want us to understand what it takes to internalize something, and what it takes to learn a new skill, to face something that you've never faced before, to get to a comfortable stage. So the first thing is, sometimes you can't put your finger on something. You're like, no man, something is not right, but you don't know what you don't know, right? So when you don't know what you don't know, that's the first, that's unconscious incompetence, meaning you don't know. You are unconscious of what you are incompetent of, right? But you have a feeling that, no man, something is off, and you might not even know you might not even know in what area of life that is, right? So that would be our first learning stage, phases of learning. So unconscious incompetence means you don't know what you don't know. The next stage of learning is conscious incompetence, meaning, as an example, we can say driving. I think the example that I made on the let's say swimming this time, but it's the same. I use driving. If you've never seen a body of water in your life, that's unconscious incompetence. So you don't know that you need to know how to swim, or that there's this thing called swimming. The second phase is unconscious incompetence, which is conscious incompetent, meaning that you are aware that, oh, hang on, I see there's water, but I don't know how to swim, or I know there's cars, but I don't know how to drive. So you are conscious that you are incompetent in XYZ. The next one is now when you embark on change, on learning, on anything. And this is the part that I want us to concentrate on. That part is, you are consciously competent. What does that mean? It means that you are aware, you've just received new knowledge. So now you've become aware of what it takes to be good at something. But you are aware of every small thing. If you can remember with driving, you've been told the theory, you've even practiced driving, but everything about driving is conscious. You have to say this, that. Okay, I need to remember. There were too many little details that you had to remember. Okay, and this applies to anything. It could be swimming, where you are told that your shoulder has to be in line. You know how to position your finger, your arms, your hands to scoop up the water. So you'll be given steps that this is what you need to do. Make sure that this is that. So as you are learning to swim, in your brain, you keep saying to yourself, okay, my shoulder to the ear, and then you remember every small thing, and you're aware of every small thing, right? So when it comes to anything that you're learning, right, what that means is you are struggling. You know what it takes to be competent, but you're struggling, right? And that's where a lot of us give up, because you know A to Z, what is it that is required, but it is so tough and it has so many millions of things. All that needs is for you to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. The way our brains are set up, after X amount of times we've done that, right? The brain will take that hardship away from us, and we can almost do it in our sleep. So hence in driving, you'll find people driving comfortably, and now you're no longer thinking. Now you can drive and then talk to a child, and then you can open a bottle of something and drink. You can do, whereas when you started, you didn't even want people breathing in the wrong direction because you had to concentrate on every little thing. So the reason why this is very important is that I don't want us to give up when we are trying a new thing. This applies to anything that you are learning or any new skill that you want to learn. Do not, let's say there's a tactic. Let's say you change a habit, for example. Let's say you have a habit that you want to change. That conscious competence stage can derail you because it's so much, but then your reward is the final stage. Your reward is unconscious competence. So you are so conscious. It's like right now, perfect example, it's writing. Right now, your handwriting is set. If you need to write something, you don't have to think that is it T or F, must I do it like this? Is it left or right? But in grade 1, what you had to do is repeat how many A's did you have to write in order to master A. You see, but right now, when it comes to writing, all of us are unconscious competent in handwriting. It's that. So any learning has a possibility, if you stay at it, to get to unconscious competence, where it is second nature. But it is going to take that difficult part of doing it when you don't. It's like gymming. If you've ever had, which I have, right? I'm working myself to get to that point again. If you've ever had to have exercise as a second nature to you, you know that there's a stage where you have to get up and exercise when you don't feel like it. Okay? So, and that takes a while, and that takes consistency. And so you'll do it 1 week and then you give up and you're like, I am not doing it. And if you just continued, if you passed a certain point, for me, I think it's about 2 to 3 months, past a certain point of consistency, you don't have to worry about telling yourself to go to gym anymore, because it's almost like your body tells you, hey, it's time. Okay, so I wanted to cover that quickly. I actually think I went into great detail about it, but I will send that video again. Just watch it and be aware that if you're trying to introduce something new in your life, the most difficult part is when you are consciously competent, when every little thing about the new process is just overstimulating you, and it has the potential to make you to give up, because there's just so many things to remember, so many things to change. So often some people are not. Let's say you want to be patient, and then you realize that, oh my God, in order to be patient, to learn patience, I have to be put in situations where my patience is tested. And then you start seeing that, oh my goodness, so many things, I'm not going to get this right. If you just keep at it, doing it so many times, you'll be good at it. Okay, so I have 3 exercises for us. It's called task 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0 or 0.1 for our orientation. I have orientation exercises for us. Okay, and I'm going to cover that, and we'll discuss then where we are moving. Remember, I said that we are moving from WhatsApp to another platform. So I'm going to show you that platform and what to expect from there, right? So now that I've spoken about the different stages of learning, right? Your environment is very important. If you've read The Alchemist, there's somewhere where the guy from the shop told the boy that, listen, what you need to do, you need to clean up your environment so that it clarifies your brain. Something to that effect, that if you are getting ready to do something big, or you're getting to make shifts, right, in your mindset, it helps you a lot to make shifts in your outside world, because it almost leads or prompts your brain that your brain becomes aware of new things. Okay, so the first one is to declutter and reorder your life. Okay, so this we will do. The due date will be Saturday, maybe Sunday, but please report on it on Monday. Okay. Hi, Ayanda. Is it Otandiwe? Is that you?
I don't know. Yes, Otandiwe. My real name is Ayanda. So yeah.
Oh, Atung. Okay, great stuff. Good to have you.
Hi, ladies. Hi, ladies.
Welcome,
Sorry, man.
welcome.
Network is a problem.
Yeah, no, we understand. We understand.
Hello.
Thank you.
So now, this is what we are going to do. We are getting rid of the old ways of doing things, right? We are opening a new chapter. We are looking into this room of what happened to us. Okay, we're using this book, right? So then that needs to be mirrored in our environment. So this is the exercise then, and I will send them to you. Don't worry, just listen for now and ask questions if you need to. I need you to go and do a wardrobe audit. I need you to go do a wardrobe audit, go through all your clothes. Okay, it would be great if you go through all your children's clothes too, but let's not overwhelm you. Just your wardrobe. Whatever you have not worn in 2 seasons. You know, people say 1 year, I'll give you 2 seasons. If it has been 2 years, then you haven't worn this. You are going to choose. Give it away, sell it, yeah. Or throw it away. Maybe it's some things are so bad that you can't even give them to somebody, and they just need to be turned into a scrap lap, or they need to be just thrown away. Okay, so I need us to do that. Go through, so you have this whole week to do that. Okay, this is very important. It mirrors what we are going to go through, that we need to audit our lives. The book is having us examining our insights and our history and all of that. So you will see and some of them will be tough, and ask yourself, why am I holding on to this? Why am I holding on to this? Why don't I want to let this go? It's been 5 years. I've had this for 5 years. Why am I struggling to let this go? Okay, so, and note that if you've got things that were tough to get rid of, just note all experiences. Okay, so that's your wardrobe. Secondly, your desk at work or at home, or your pedestals next to your bed. Order that. Your drawers, all of that, you know, where your panties go, your socks, whatever the case is, go and reorder. And let's say you are already, let's say your underwear drawer is good, in the sense that it is neat, you are happy with it, it's all good, right? Do a bit of a change where whatever you put on the left, then put on the right, or whatever was on the top drawer, now put at the bottom. So what we are trying to do here with the brain is to make the brain aware of something new. Okay, so that you can see that you are going to struggle so many times to open and think, this is my pens. No, this is not the pens drawer. It's actually, I've changed it. It's not the pens drawer, it's the paper drawer, right? So you're going to declutter and reorder things. You're going to put them in different order, not in the order that you are used to, because we are priming our brains for learning. We are seeing what learning is like, okay? So that's task number 0.1, orientation 1. Okay, the next one is, I want you to write, and like I said, I will send these to you, don't worry. I want you to write an intention and anticipation statement. Meaning, what is it that you intend to, what your expectations, or what do you intend on gleaning, or what are you looking forward to with reading the book and this course? The reason why this is important, again, you are priming your brain. I don't know if you all have seen that when you want something or a car, when you're thinking of buying a car, you start seeing it everywhere. Yeah. Have you guys seen that? Right? It's because you have said to your brain, I'm thinking of that. We'll get into why that is. It's something called the reticular activating system in your brain. It's a filter. So when you want something, when you are serious, when you are intentional about something, it tags it in your brain, and all that you see is that thing. Okay, so then you start seeing that car or whatever it is. So then we're using that same thing to say, okay, I'm looking forward to healing my inner child. Let's say that's one person. Let's say another person says, look, I'm looking forward to managing and regulating my emotions, right? You will listen to one lesson or you will read one chapter. And both of you, because of how you primed your brains, you will receive different things from the same chapter or from the same session. Okay, so when you are very intentional about what is it that you're looking forward to, what is it that you intend to glean, that helps. You're going to get a lot more, but you are setting yourself, even with any course that you go to, if they don't ask you what your expectations are, let's say you're at work and they are teaching you about mentorship, for example, have a mission statement that, okay, I'm going for a mentorship course at work. Okay, I want to learn what I want to get out of this before the course starts, because then you will filter through the information and your understanding will be specialized in what you want to glean. Okay. And then the last one is the commitment statement. Okay, the commitment statement is just to say, what is it? What is your commitment statement? What are you willing to do? You know, and all of that. Okay, so before we go to the ground rules of this and this new platform that I want us to go to, are there any questions or comments? Nada, right? Okie dokie, we will go to, let me see. So now we are going to move to, I'm going to require you to download an app. I don't know, if you guys have gamers for children, your gamer child probably has this app and they're going to be so like, mama, you are on Discord. It's called Discord, okay? So it's where I will show you what it looks like. Let's go to Discord. And so I'm going to require you to download that because it's going to help us. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Hide this. So on Discord, what we are going to do, everything that we've been doing on WhatsApp is going to move to Discord. All right. So can you all see the screen?
Yes.
Give me a thumbs up. Just do this so you can see the screen. Ayanda, can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Oh, great stuff. So what we have here, this is our self-love bootcamp, right? We have channels, right? It's almost, think of it as a Facebook group, just that you're not on Facebook and it's an app that's separate, right? So you will see here we have different channels here. It's for everyone. This is where, and then we have VIP, we have Self-Love BootCamp, we have Hangouts, one-on-one coaching, media center, and stuff. Okay, so what Discord does is where we come together. We are going to you're going to get the exercises from there. We are going to communicate with each other from Discord. Okay, we are going to share our lives, however much, however little you want to. We are forming a community, right? What I ultimately want with this Discord group is I really want people that want the same thing to come together and speak the same language, and we encourage each other and we pick each other up and we call each other, we hold each other accountable. Okay, so essentially I also want us to, either for coaching or therapy, to go to your own therapist. And therapy is once a week, right? You need people that will hold you accountable for that. You need people that way. When therapy was tough, you come and we talk about it, or we go into it. So my dream with this is a place where we all come in and we are just helping each other. It could be through books, through anything. And then eventually, after we have done the book club or whatever it is that we are doing, now, Otandiwe or Yandi or Flora or Mpo, you have your own expertise, you have your own things that we can learn from you. And then it's a sharing platform where maybe some resources, some skills, or jobs, even whatever it is, where we are really and truly about just building and helping each other out. Because I really think nobody's coming to save the Black nation except us. And the only way to save ourselves is to be there for each other and build each other up. Okay, so this community for me is that. So we might need, let's say right now we're doing self-love. We might need help or education or assistance or support in self-love, but you might be a tax consultant who is really good. And there's 3 business people here. And then you come, you hold a workshop here. There's events here, if you can see. Then you can create an event and say, guys, as a tax consultant, as as an accountant, these are the skills that I have. I've got this event coming. I'll be sharing this, and the other. And you teach us that, and we glean from you like that. Okay, you may have a story. I want this to be where we also tell our stories, a safe place for us to tell our story, whatever story you want to tell. It could be good, bad, something you've learned, something, where you need support with something. You book an event, you call us, you tell us in advance, we come, we share stories. Okay, so I'm going to take you to, if you can look at this, these are called categories, and every category has a couple of channels inside. So think of it as DSTV or Netflix, right? So we have a category here for everyone, meaning everyone who's in this community has access to this, right? So when I open it, is our welcome message. Chit chat is where let me open our welcome message. So if you can see here, you have a welcome messages here, and we will go through the house rules just now. Okay. And then here, chit chat is where general things, if you are having a good day, or you're or you have something funny to share, or there's current events, maybe, Dr. May, whatever it is on social media, in your real life, we are creating our own little world here where we are chatting and building a relationship. Okay. Then transformation chat and transformation talks is for later. It's a later, once we are done with the book club and you still belong here, I'm building transformation. Guti, what does it take? What are the traits of transformation? So it's another course that you'll go into that you will get without having to pay. Okay, if you are interested, I will hold those. Okay, so this is for everyone who's here. So there are other people that are doing other book clubs that we can, you see there's a lounge here. If you can look at these hashtags are text channels, meaning is where we can text, we can send videos, we can send voice notes, we can send gifts, we can send pictures, memes, anything. So that's a chat box. These ones that have a loudspeaker is where it's a talking, it's almost like Zoom. So either you are talking or your video will be on. All right. But these ones then are accessed to everyone. So whether you're a one-on-one client of mine or whether you are another book club that you are doing, when we go to the lounge, we all go to the lounge. If that's, you understand, if there's an event, either you are doing it or I'm doing it, we have our events there at the lounge for everyone. Okay. I will do two more and then I'll ask. Please stop me if you have any questions, right? And then the VIP then is for it's another book club that we are doing. So that is for those people, the other book club that we are doing. So it's for those people, this one, right? And we have that. So these are their channels. This is the chat channels, the resource, and then the Zen room. Then this, so for us, this is our main places, right? At the very minimum, you are going to be at everyone and at Self-Love BootCamp.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the two categories for most of the time. When if you navigate, you're going to either go for everyone, just understand that for everyone is where everyone in the community can see that or can have access to it, right? Self-help bootcamp is just for the people that are doing the self-help, sort of self-love bootcamp. Okay, so now the channels inside that is attendance register, where we have to keep each other accountable. I expect communication every lesson. I am coming, I am not coming, I am not sure. Okay, emergencies happen, life happens, and you intended to come and you couldn't come and you couldn't tell us in time, that's fine. But when you do find the time, please just say, I could not come, something came up, I could not come. I want us to be good with communication in that way. Okay, I don't want to prepare and then no one is coming. And if we can avoid that, please let us do that, right? So we have attendance register and then we'll be posting whatever it is that, who's coming, who's not, right? And then there's homework bank. So homework bank is where if there's a homework in order, we will have the homeworks there in order. No other activity there except for you to go and refer and check what is the homework. Okay. Where am I with the homeworks, right? And then we have submissions where you are expected to submit. You take a photo, just like WhatsApp. Take a photo, you submit the homework, right? If it is sensitive and you feel like you don't want everyone to see, but you do want to show that you've submitted, you can blur or put stickers around. All I want is for us to have a place where we are saying, we've done the homework and here it is. I want us to really take the work that we're going to write seriously. So if you feel that this is a bit too personal, but I have done it, you can put stickers or blur it and just leave the topic and then everything is blurred. Okay. Then we have our self-love boardroom. Our self-love boardroom is, you can see it's a voice channel. It's voice and video. So it's a voice channel. And here is where we are going to meet from tomorrow onwards. So we're not going to meet on Zoom anymore. We are going to meet on the self-love boardroom. So how you navigate there as you open, you see for everyone, that's not where we go. You are going to go to Self-Love BootCamp. And when you open it, you will get that. So you see, it shows that I'm there. Okay. So yeah. Okie-dokie. Hey, what am I doing? All right. So those are the ones that we have. Okay, I need to get out of here. We will play
and
around.
another thing to know,
Yeah.
just one last thing, is that you don't need to download the app on your PC. You can also download it on your phone.
Oh.
And attend from there. Because that's how I've been interacting with the app from my phone.
Okay, thank you, Flora. Thanks for that. So yes, we've, like I said, we've done this with the other group for 8 weeks, and we were using Discord, and yeah, it's on your phone. It's available on your phone. Thanks for that, Flora. Okay, now all of a sudden I don't know what to do to get out of here. How is it possible? Oh, there we go. So here, this is sort of what it would look like, right? And if you want video to be on, you click here, your video will be on. Let's see if it will allow me. Oh, there's Mpo also. Mpo is also in. So this is how it will look. So it's very similar to Zoom, right? And if you mute, just like Zoom, you can mute here. And then this one is to disconnect, to get out of the room. Okay. Hi, my network. Let me just be happy that we are able to do this. Okay. So as you can see, it says self-love boardroom, and Mpo is still there. Okay, now she's gone. Right. So those are the two main ones. Now for the social media butterflies amongst us, we have Hangouts, right? Hangouts is where we can talk about post-lesson discussions, music. If you want to post a song, Flora, thank you for introducing me to that Amanda Black song, my husband. Yeah. So this would be where you share the music that you're listening to, or whatever the case is, that I like this, we share music here. And then there is, you see, this is a chat, right? This is all things that are coming, movie chats. So we have a Zen room, which is where we would meditate. So I will hold my own meditation. And if you want to join me, for example, you'll see, then you join, right? I'll put a time that I'll be doing this, play the sound, and if you want to join, you join, right? Then movie nights. I would like for us to watch some common movies that are curated for us here, that have a significance for the work that we are doing. And so we all watch it. It could be on Netflix, it could be wherever, and we all press play at the same time. We watch the movie and we will have comments there. We can talk about it, chat while we're watching the movie, make our comments and all of that, right? So that's where movie chats are. And then you have movie nights. That's where we will be in the channel, and yeah, that's what will be happening. Okay, so vision board parties and all of that. So there's Hangouts. Oh no, sorry, Hangouts is that. The social media part is Media Center. For those that like hanging out and Media Center, depend on your personality if you like those type of stuff, right? And this channel you can mute if you feel like you don't want to hear any notifications, you don't want to see anything on Media Center. You can tell us, we can mute it for you or show you how to mute it, right? And then just keep For Everyone and Self-Love BootCamp. And then the rest you can just mute. You don't have to participate in them. Okay, but with Media Center, what we have is outfit of the day. There's people that like to dress up and we want to really get to know each other and say, hey guys, look at what I'm rocking today. So you can do OOTD, outfit of the day. Gym flex for those of us who want to be accountable and say, hey, gym, anything to do with gym, you're saying, guys, I went to gym, here's my pic, or whatever the class. So you take a picture or you make comments there. Tasty treats, again, if you like to post food, recipes, things that are healthy or guilty pleasures or whatever, you post it under Tasty Treats. And then out and about is just general stuff that, look, if you got somewhere to go, you had an event at work, you had a vacation, or you are out with the kids, or you're chilling by the tree, whatever it is, that's where you do it. Okay. Again, Media Center and hanging out are totally optional. If you're that kind of a person, I like those type of, I like Gym Flex, I like Tasty Treats. And, so if you're that kind of a person, you are more than welcome to share that with us, because the intention with this platform is to really intimately know each other and get, and grow that. Okay, so hopefully with more people, then this will also grow. Okay, and that's it with the channels, really. Stuff, it's things that are for us, for Mpho, and I remember I said Mpho is our moderator, so that's our stuff there. So that's what our platform is like. That's what we'll be migrating to. Okay, so that's the community that I am building. That starts with this book. Okay, for all of us in here, it starts with this book, and then we want to grow it. Okay. Any questions? How do we feel about this Discord thing? Athandiwe?
Hi, hi, Danella.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting. One thing I want to know, it will be only us, or maybe we'll be chatting with the other groups as well.
Under self-love, it will be only us.
It will be only us.
And
okay.
yeah, under for everyone. So whatever you do
Yeah.
for everyone, it will be everybody else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But so just think self-love if you want private things. If you want privacy, self-love. If you don't mind everything else, media center is everybody.
Everyone.
It's everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's everyone. Okay. And by the way, if you have needs, maybe you feel like I want to do gym things, but I don't want it everywhere, we can create a channel in self-love for us as self-lovers to have our own gym. Any of these we can create if you feel like I like them, but I don't like that they're public. I want to share these, but only with you guys, because so you may make those requests.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Okay, great stuff. Yandi?
Nothing from me. Yeah.
Nothing from your side.
Yeah.
Okay. Great stuff. And I would like to give the floor to Flora a little bit. Flora, as a graduate alumni, I don't know what's on. Can you take us through your experience and maybe your thoughts on the book, especially your thoughts on the book, and maybe then what your experience was in the 8 weeks?
Okay. I'll start with the book.
Yeah.
It was quite enlightening. I think I understand myself and human beings in general a bit better after the whole book. Because the one theme, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but the one theme that is discussed across the book is what happened to you. So at work, at home, and I think even in general, whether you're at the mall or whatever, and someone does something that is completely out of line, usually you get upset or irritated, or even sometimes you'll internalize that experience for why am I being treated like this? But now I have a better perspective to say what happened to that person. Why do they think it's okay to behave that way? Whereas I find it not okay to behave that way. So I think you unburden yourself of many things that you didn't understand about human beings and yourself. When I saw Dinewa's video on TikTok about the bootcamp, 8 weeks, yeah, I got excited. I was very happy about it. Because I've been on the journey for quite some time now. The beginning of the year, I was I was crazy. I was just doing me. But my objective when I joined was to first of all define what self-love is. And if you say you love yourself, what does it look like? What does it mean? Because we like to say, oh, I love myself, but do you really love yourself? So I wanted to get that definition for myself. And I must say, I am building that definition. I am still adding to the list of what self-love looks like to me. And to me is looking after my health, doing meal prep, because during the week I work like my father owns the company, but he doesn't. um, so, and also the way I speak to myself is very important. I'm quite critical of myself, but I can be critical, but in a gentle way. Reprimand myself gently, and just be kind to Flora, because I think that kind Flora is also kind to other people. The same kindness that I extend to other people, I'm now extending to myself. And then what was the other thing? There's so many things.
We're talking the course, the other exercises
yes.
outside after we're done with the book.
Yeah, on the exercise that Dineo gave you ladies, on setting your intention and how you will actually be implementing that intention. I think be very honest with yourself, be specific, and commit to what you know you can do. So, yeah, I think first and foremost, just be honest with yourself, commit to what you know you can commit to. My journal was stolen. I wanted to actually go through things that I committed to, just to, and I feel and I believe that I did achieve that. I think I'll check in the WhatsApp group. Maybe we did share. But I believe whatever I set out to do for this course, I did it. I'm still on a journey. To getting to where I need to get to. But be very gentle with yourself. Give yourself grace. Open your mind. If something you don't agree with, raise your hand and speak out. Don't walk away having more questions. From you'll get a lot of good little nitpicks from Dino.
Oh, thank you so much. Whoa, thank you so much, Flora. For anything, for anything from your end, if nothing, it's okay. Anything?
Nothing at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, I liked what Flora had to say when she said to unburden yourself from other people's behaviors. I thought that was lit.
Yeah, when she started talking, it does that, right? That the book does that. You gain a certain understanding. By the way, little spoiler, it doesn't mean that you are a doormat. The book does not make you a doormat. That everybody must now that you understand it. Oh, so why that must that? No, it doesn't mean that. We'll get into it though. So, oh yeah, I needed to do the rules. I'll go back to sharing just now. So, and I would just want to cover one thing, right, about the book. This book is a tough read, I think. I think it's not an easy read, right? And the process itself, it can be really gut-wrenching. And being triggered.
What?
Say again.
What more?
Yes, say, speak.
I'm not promising that it's the last thing, but
it's
I think it's a I went through. So there were other ladies as well that were part of the group. I would like to implore you ladies to whatever you are comfortable with sharing. And sometimes some things that you're not comfortable sharing, do share them. There were a lot of stories that we shared amongst each other, and it brought a lot of ahas to the other members. So tell your stories. This is a safe space. Yeah, I didn't have a filter. I'd like to begin.
I'm so happy.
I didn't have a that came to my mind, or I came to realize when we were going through the book, and then also just sharing your own understanding of the chapters. Some chapters I did struggle with to guys, but with the other ladies' input, I was like, oh, okay, that's where it was going. And then I'll go back and reread the chapter to gain my own understanding as well. So I think, yeah, just open yourselves up and share. This is a safe space.
Thank you. Ooh.
Yeah, you can go.
What's that gift? Is it Mpo? Who is it? What? Is it Shaquille O'Neal? There's a gift, Nyana, that goes like.
Oh, I do see the one with Shaquille O'Neal.
I'm trying to channel Shaquille O'Neal, but I can't. I don't know what he does on that gift. Thank you so much. If you remember anything else, always jump in. It's fine. Okay. So, like Flora said, right? We at the end of every chapter, there's reflections. You are expected to say what your thoughts were, your experience, and all of that. And in order for the book to work for you, every chapter you have to tie it to your own life. You know, whatever it is that you learned, is seek something in your life where is that chapter it explains, or that or you agree or disagree, whatever the case is. Link the book to your own life. Okay. And I wanted to then talk about, because this is a tough book, and like I said, in the process is tough. I want to talk about triggers, right? So, and you will see when we read the book. So that's the last spoiler that I'm going to give of the book, if you haven't been there already, right? Being triggered is a thing, guys, right? And expect to be triggered either by the book, by Oprah's story, by Dr. Perry's story, by Flora, by myself, by Mpo, or by each other, right? Sometimes you will find that Yandi, Nati, you've just met her, or we are having a discussion, right? And then you are having a reaction to what Yandi is saying. I need you to note those things and then investigate whether that Yandi is not tied to something, somebody, somewhere, where, yes, I'm having this disagreement with Yandi, but is it possibly because Yandi looks like that teacher that I hated primary school who said this to me and humiliated me? Because it is a very real thing that I might have a negative thing towards Yandi because Yandi looks like that teacher who traumatized me. It can even be with me. It can be my voice, my personality, my looks, whatever it is, the way. So everything, it can be looked at as a trigger in that way. So I want you to be aware that that can happen. And then let us talk about those things. You can even pull me to the side. We can talk on the side, okay? And then we can discuss this, because that has a potential of making you stop the process because you feel like Mpo is XYZ. Investigate if maybe you don't have issues with Mpo because Mpo's voice reminds you of so-and-so who was not nice to you, okay? So yeah, let's quickly go through the rules and then we'll be done. I don't even have my phone here. Okay, there we go. Oh, yay. We are almost on time. I said 8:45, and that's what we are doing. I'm so happy. Okie doke, let's go through the rules. So you will see when you download, right? I'll send you a link. After you've downloaded, there's a couple of questions that you're going to answer there, and things to do quickly. It's just going to ask you, how are you here? You're going to say book club and other. So there's a little icebreaker task also. One is going to say, hey, send us a selfie, or send us, it's smaller things that are just, we are starting our journey, and you're going to send a selfie or a meme that you like, or small questions that, what's your vacation, whatever, then you say, or your favorite color. Let's say, for example, it says, what's your favorite color? So then it will be there. Oh, Ayanda's favorite color is blue. Okay, nice. So it's just that so that you can orientate yourself and so that we have something light, Nyana, to start Discord with. Okay. So when you start, you'll have, I think it's about 4 questions. One is, how did you get in here? It will be book club for you guys. And then 3 other small questions where it will say, what is this? Or post a picture or post a meme. Please do that. And then you'll have full access to everything that we are talking about here. Okay, so I want to go, you will have these when you open, but let's go to it anyway, to our welcome channel, and you will see you have a welcome message here. House rules, I want to go through them quickly. Okay, our house rules are: show up and be open to doing tough things, because this is not an easy task. Be willing to journal and do the homework given to you. Read, Africa, read. It's one of the cornerstones of leveling up. Commit to the full 4 weeks lessons, no excuses. And I didn't say no reason, I said excuses, because life happens, that's okay. Obviously, we will understand, right? On attendance, always, I really want to emphasize this, always communicate whether you will be attending the class or not. Communicate this at attendance register. So I put it at that channel, attendance register, that, guys, I won't be joining you today, or today I'll be 10 minutes late, or I'm coming. See you tonight. Okay. Respect others and their points of view, especially if they differ from you. Look, we are all here to share and to build. We all know that we don't agree with everybody, so not everybody's going to agree with us. That's normal. It doesn't mean we can't love on each other, though. Disruptions will lead to you being booted out without negotiation. I will have the final say as to what constitutes disruptions. I've never had this really as a big issue. Okay, so yeah. Healthy debates are highly encouraged, just as long as there's respect. Please be mindful of others and their time when in discussions. Remember, I said 1 hour, 1 hour, and 1.5 hours, right? In case of a necessary lengthy explanation, sometimes you really have a lot to say, right? Please make use of voice messages. Just capture it on a voice message and send it on our self-love, what's this? Maybe our self-love submissions. You can submit that there, where you have something that you want to say, or feel free also on under the submissions. If you have any thoughts, anything that you thought about, or you are reading and you want to share something that you are reading there, and then you are more than welcome. It's not just for homework, it's any submission that you have. And even there, anything that has to do with self-love and what we are doing, a meme, a video from Instagram, from Facebook, from wherever, you can put them there in submissions so that you can share it with us, so that we can know what you know. Okay. Therapy will always be my recommendation for most, okay, if not all severe cases. Be willing and open to explore this path when I suggest it to you. And I say this really because I myself have benefited from therapy. So in this process, and please be open to at least taking that on. If I say, you know what, my expertise or my teaching, because I'm more of a teacher than anything, and yes, I coach also, and coaching and therapy are 2 different things. Coaching takes a little bit of the past, but we are concentrating on going forward, right? Therapy goes a lot in the past, where we are healing things in the past so that you are cleared now to move forward. And therapy can help you move forward also. Just that sometimes with coaching, when you see that you are struggling, very often it's because there's something there, and then a therapist is then needed there. And there, I do not have the expertise to help with that. I know how to help you. That whole thing that, hey, come on, let's go. Let's get it going. What's going on? This is that. Come on, go. That type of things, where we are coaching you forward. And I give you material, theory, and we are debating. That's what I'm good at. But when I see that what we are talking about is severe in your case, please be open to going to therapy. Okay, I've got a couple of them that I can recommend, but if you have your own, that's more than welcome. Or we can look around. I mean, we could source one out for you. Okay. And really, I think that's it for me for tonight. I think that's the orientation. That's what we can expect. I said Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, what we're going to do, we are going to discuss those chapters on Thursday. Then we are extending it a little bit with 30 minutes in case maybe we are wrapping up the week or there's other things that we want to discuss. Okay. Anything, any feelings then? It doesn't have to be a question or a comment. How do we feel? Are we anxious? Are we good? Are we scared? Do we regret? Are we excited? What's going on? No time to...
I am excited. I'm excited.
You have the book?
I've listened to the audiobook before, few chapters. And yeah, it's an interesting book. And I think it will be better when I read it with other people. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, great. Have you posted? Do you have your notebook?
I've got my notebook and my book. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm ready.
Yeah. So on the submissions tab I want everyone's book and everyone's notebook. Okay. So take a picture, just orientate yourself. Under submissions, also post there your book and you can put them together, you can do separate, it doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll do so.
Okay, I would love that. Yandi?
Thanks.
How are you feeling about this? What's coming up tomorrow?
I'm actually excited because I had read the book. I think up until chapter 4.
Okay.
And I was stuck there I got triggered. And I was like, no, this is not for me. I'll see it maybe. This is a year later because I read the book last year. So I am glad that I found you on TikTok and the book club was about this book. So I am just convinced that this time around I'm gonna finish it, and I'm also going to learn, what I want to get at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm very much excited.
Yay! I need somebody needs to find that gift. Yeah. I need to master the move. I don't know what he does. I need to master that move. Flora, closing statements. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming. Not everybody could, We were having hours at 10 a.m. for the most part. So we were like morning people. We were having them 10 a.m. So we were in the morning gang. So I thought, let me do it late so that we can accommodate people that work.
I think I was on my way driving back. I felt like a little bit of jealousy, like, I'm not part of the group. But I'm very excited on behalf of you ladies. Like I said, immerse yourself in the process. You're in good, safe hands, and yeah, don't walk away with more questions than answers. So yeah, and then I wanted to say something as well, but now I've forgotten. It's super my mind.
It'll come back. So feel free to interrupt us when it comes back. Yeah. Okay, Mpo, on your end, how are you feeling, Mpo? How are you feeling about starting this with us?
I don't know if what I did on my screen, is my mic even on? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, because I can't find it anymore. I remember when I first read and I was like, yeah, ne, go heavy. I do understand Yandi when she said she got to chapter 4 and she was like, you know what, I'm going to put it down. It is asking you to go in and excavate and mine things and so yes. I know it will be highly emotional, so I've just told myself I must just be real and gentle with it. That's all. I must just be real and gentle with myself, and then we're gonna be okay. Only good things can come at the end of this. And thank you, ladies, for coming along the walk with hopefully Lu and I, Andy, now that you're doing it with other people. We can all walk each other home.
Hey, Mpho, you know what you're doing to my heart when you say that? Mpho says, she just said, I love that statement, makes me want to cry, guys. She says it's between a famous couple. I know that they trigger people also. And they said, we are just here to walk each other home. You know, Mutau Kappa, we are both going home. And this journey, really, we are just here. We are walking each other home. Isn't that love, Mara? Isn't that, we are going home, and home being the end of our lives. If you think about it that way, that our relationship, we are just walking each other home. But it does something to me. So we are walking each other home. Okay. So if you are I expect you guys to, you know, I've got you guys because you're walking me home. So you won't leave me behind. And I promise I won't leave you behind. Okay. All right. Guys, I'm a little nervous and excited. Yes, you remembered.
Oh yeah, my last remark.
I knew.
You know, when she said we met in the mornings, and I remember, I don't know if I did tell Dineo or not, but I remember telling her that I am being very selfish with this 10 to 11. If it means I work a little bit later, so be it. But the 10 to 11 is my time, and no man, no work, no, I don't know, weapon formed against me will be attending my class. I just wanted to say, also be very selfish about this 1 hour, 1.5 hour to attend the classes.
Thank you, Flora. Okay, ladies, I'm a little nervous but excited also. So I really appreciate the time you've taken to attend this orientation. I hope that it has made it a little easier. You now know what to expect and what's coming up. And I will send now on the WhatsApp group the invite so that you can download Discord, play around with it, do those 3 things that I said, post this, write this, whatever. It's going to be over in like 3 minutes or less. Okay. And yeah, good luck with everything. And just know that, and I think I said this when we started, Flora, that just know that bring it on. Whatever it is, bring it on. Obviously, there's limits to every human being, but I understand what this means. And I understand that this might be difficult. Speak up. Do not hold back, because sometimes you will think that I can't handle it, and you'll find that I have broad shoulders. And if I cannot handle it and I feel like it has crossed a line or whatever, which I doubt, I do not have a problem saying in a gentle and loving way that, Yandi, I think that I understand this and that, but I think that is it went a bit off, you see. So bring it, whatever. If you have, like Flora said, if you disagree. You don't have to agree to everything. I don't want you to agree to things you don't agree with. Okay. And if you're having difficulty, say so. And if you are hurt, say so. If you are offended, say so. Okay. We are here to build, and there isn't a building of any relationship if you're an adult. That is not, that we are not going to go through some form of coming together. And if you're going to fuse 2 lives together or multiple lives together, you're going to get a little bit of friction, and then we understand each other, and then we are okay. All right. So be as authentic as you possibly can, and be as open and honest to yourself, to all of us, as you can. Okay. With that, I'm saying peace out, sleep well, and see you tomorrow.
Bye, ladies.
Bye. Tell me good night. I said good night, Luna. You don't tell me. I want to hear someone say goodbye.
Good night, Neo.
Thank you.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Thank you,
Bye.
Pa. Thank you,
Bye.
That was a
Angie.
song
Hey?
we used to sing at the end of the show.
Mpo
It went
orange.
something like, "Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go." I
Yes,
haven't thought about that in how many years? My God.
you must post that. I don't even know that song. You know me and music, I guess. But yeah.
I missed it yet. Let's go.
All right, guys. Bye. See you tomorrow
Good
at 7.
night. Bye.
We'll write the time. Okay, bye.